How's it going, guys? Back with another Mustang video. So I'm over on the workbench, and in front of me you can see I have my oil catch can set up that I'm going to be running on my supercharger build. I've always ran an oil catch can setup on my car. Even NA, I definitely recommend it. It catches a lot of oil, fuel, and water vapors. It just prolongs your engine. But with a supercharger or a turbo build, I definitely recommend. I have this little breather filter on the top that I'm going to be venting to the atmosphere, and I'm going to have both valve covers connected to that. So it's a cheap, easy mod to do. Don't quote me on it, but I think I paid altogether for just this setup, not the bracket included. I did that myself. This setup right here you could pick up on eBay or Amazon for around $50 or less. They come in multiple different colors, so it doesn't just come in blue, but blue is my favorite. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be running this filter on the top. So with that being said, I'm going to have to figure out where to put it in my engine bay because it sits so tall. Let me open it up for you guys. A lot of people like to put steel wool in their oil catch cans. I don't, because mine has a little baffle at the top, as you can see right here, and this little baffle just unscrews and comes down, and I put steel wool in that baffle. I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but this just unscrews, and it's just a great quality part in my opinion. Good aluminum. So like I said, I got to just figure out a spot to mount this, and then I already have the hoses, so pick those up at the auto parts store. Never use the hoses that come with these kits. They're just junk in my opinion. They collapse and they're just not built correctly. But as for the can, great quality. I've always ran these. I've been running this kind of catch can on multiple different vehicles for years now. I have one on my Tacoma, I've ran one on my Dodge, I've ran one on my old Charger, just multiple different vehicles, Hondas. So yeah, this is my setup, and I'm gonna try to figure out a new spot for it in the engine bay. Alright guys, back with a little update. I think this is where I'll put the oil catch can. It's a good little spot. I tried, fitting it in other places and it just won't work. I have a little bracket, little fabrication bracket right here that leads from this bolt. It kind of pivots and goes into this bracket, so I'll just have to drill a hole. I actually have that bracket painted up right now to match. I'm painting it black. That's why I don't have it all buttoned up right now. So I'm actually gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So the next update will be filmed the next day, but I got the hoses. I tried lining them up, and it looks like it'll be a snug little nice perfect fit in order for those hoses to reach each valve cover. So I think that'll be a perfect spot for it. I'll keep you guys updated, so stay tuned. All right, quick little update. I painted this bracket black real quick just to match. It didn't come out too great, but it was a bracket that I found in the garage, and it was like a gold looking color, so I just wanted to paint it black to at least match a little bit better. But I got that mocked up right there, and I'm currently fabricating, and I have to drill a hole in order for that bracket to attach to this bracket. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll be right back. All right, as you can see in front of me, I'm trying to make a little hole on this bracket in order to fit it on the other bracket. So I figured I would jump on here and update you guys a little bit. I increased the size of the bit, so let's jump into it and get this going a little bit. So hold it down a little bit. Alright, I'll smooth that all out in a minute. Let's see if we got a fit. Perfect. And then I'll just bolt that onto the nether bracket and get that going. Alright, I'll give you guys another update shortly. Alright, so underneath here I got that hole drilled out. I'm going to mock it up a little more. I'm going to use my grinder and I'm going to cut right here along this line so I can shorten that bracket so it looks cleaner. So when it's bolted to that, this ain't all sticking out. So I'm going to cut that off and then I'll update you guys shortly. Alright, and this is the oil catch can all buttoned up. I got this fabricated little bracket that I did. I just used the power steering reservoir bolt, and that's on there pretty sturdy. That's not going anywhere. Painted it black, got it elbowed to right here into this bracket. I cut this to flush it a little bit, and this is the setup. Got the hoses all connected, ran from that PCV valve, the passenger cover, all the way into the catch can and then out. Yeah, I got it running through the oil dipstick, but that works out perfectly, and then it connects right there to that driver's side valve cover. It was perfect. It went right through there. It's very easy. If I ever want to check my oil, all I got to do is just take that little clamp off and slide it right through and check it. It's not that hard, but it actually worked out perfectly. And that oil catch can's on there pretty good. Pretty clean setup. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna bust out a couple more things. Hopefully you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.